speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Buffalo Bills. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. This for his running back, McCoy. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Bills.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills' passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious. Now White lost the football, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mike 4. Alert. 56. Check 9.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's Allen to throw it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go, D. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Regular.
On 3rd down, Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after The football now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. And an alley to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's the gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Down. Head over.
Coming to you. Coming to you. Check 99.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Come on, D. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Lorenzo Alexander brings him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I'm going to come back to you.
Protein spill.
Say.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's West. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off. Balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Charkandrick West, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. He's going to go deep for Beasley. 33 yards that time. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
48, hey, Charlie.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And Beasley with it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And the grab by Croft. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of your playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Get off the field.
Block now on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There goes a deep ball into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10.
Keep playing hard.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Allen now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Morgan.
The first down pass. Complete to number 1. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? No? Cool. Let's go. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Here's West. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll run with Elliott. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, his first touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Allen hands off to McCoy. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. And we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out, and his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is We do what we want when we want to, and that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now this time, Locke will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Allen now to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Allen. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Let's go.
From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got pulled on that one.
To the air, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Cooper was the target there. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now T.J. Yeldon looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Martini! Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Begin. Check 43.
On 1st down, it's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now, Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
We got to get the ball.
Ready?
They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jeremiah Tauchu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to
Charkandrick West, the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Charkandrick West, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. Throwing on first down is Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Lock going to throw. And that's Elliott, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll find Hall. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive...
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 10th carry now for McCoy. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.